getting close.
Yes.
Everyone having fun?
Yep.
Marco, is there many people up there? What? Hey, that's all right.
Ouch! Jeez, I don't like this dress now when you're going upstairs.
I just would be standing by you guys or not sitting down, right? Yeah, I'm standing up.
Marcy, please be careful. I'm filming you. Are you okay, honey?
Yes.
Who has any purses, ladies?
You walk towards him and just
Get all the way up here, Marce. You look stricken.
Go slowly. Smile.
You're good, you're good. Where did she go? Brenda, when she's supposed to start going.
Okay, this way. Is there music being played right now? Good.
And they'll say
And she's going at the perfect speed, ladies. God, don't. Okay. Well, here we go, Heidi. It's my moment.
We're gathered together in the sight of God to join together Marcey and Warren in holy matrimony. It is an honorable estate that was instituted by God, and it signifies the union between Christ and his church. Marriage is not to be entered upon by any lightly or unadvisedly, but reverently, discreetly, and in the fear of God. Into this holy estate, Marcey and Warren come now to be joined together. Marcey and Warren have prepared what we call a life statement, to which they will hold themselves accountable, and I'm certain that others will hold them accountable for this statement as well. They're going to share this with you together.
Marcey? When we first met, you had something very special. Positive mindsets, growing to know you and love you. I realize just how special you really are. And most importantly, incredibly beautiful on the inside. You've waited for such a long time to share your love for your son. I'm so honored that I'm standing here today. I have no doubt that we're meant to be together. I'll be a better man if I can help you build this family. I want you to know that I'll do everything I can. Be your best friend, lover, confidant, life plan companion. I'll show up every day. But mostly, I want to do everything I can
Marcey, would you share your vows with Warren?
Thank you for coming into my life. It's taken me a long time to make this commitment. You're my guy. You knock my socks off. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Besides God, I have never felt more cherished, loved, and secure. I promise to keep curling your toes. Thank you for accepting me for who I am. You're a true gentleman. I promise to support you in all personal matters. Thank you for loving the little girl in me. I promise to love you. Thank you for all the laughter. Bring up the goofy side of me. And I promise to never stop kissing you with toothpaste in my mouth. And to remember just how important it is to just have fun. As I enter this partnership, I promise to love and respect your children for who they are and always have their best interests. You're the man that I want to grow old with, and I will always be proud. And you got the girl.
As you can imagine, as a pastor, I, through the years, have seen a lot of couples coming to my office. But this joy, this day brought me great anticipation because of the heart and the spirit with which they came. And we honor you and the work and the contribution that you have made to our life. How many of you have ever had a dollar cup or 5 or 6 of them rattling around in your car? There are occasions when I do. I've counted as many as 10 or 11 dollar cups, coffee cups, rolling around because I like to take coffee with me to work. Dollar cup. Not a great deal of value, and if one ends up on the top of the car and I roll out of the driveway as I have, there's not too much lost. These are manufactured, they come out of mass production, and we have very little value for them. They go into the dishwasher. The Word of God tells us in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10, that we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to good works. This word workmanship is the word poema, from which we get the word poem. We are not mass-produced. We are like a poem. There is intent and there is purpose, workmanship. Our family purchased this Waterford crystal along with some others in England in 1979 when we were on a family visit. I'm told that each Waterford crystal is produced by an individual glass blower, and if you are sharp enough eyes, may find that it has some distinguishing characteristics. It is craftsmanship. And we must learn to appreciate and value the very special craftsmanship. A piece of art, work that has gone into the building of our lives. You are a treasure. You are born. You are part of God's workmanship. And I trust that you will value this uniqueness in yourself and in each other. Not only are we God's workmanship, but He has suited this workmanship especially for each other. Some years ago, when we opened our new home, a friend of ours went through our home and he observed our flooring, which was made of Brazilian cherry. And he went down to a local supplier here, and he bought Brazilian cherry wood, and he carved this special case. And if you look at it closely, he's also inlaid purple hardwood and probably some maple. I'm just not sure what it is. But he designed this thing particularly for us. We are not only God's workmanship, but we have been particularly designed for each other. Probably complementary. If you're a hockey fan, you don't need 6 goalies or 6 defensemen or 6 forwards. You need parts and components of them all. And I trust that you will realize that you are a very special treasure. On difficult times and tough times, we don't take each other for granted like dollar bills. You always remain that special treasure that God has not only made in each one of you, but He has given to you uniquely. That's all. Our Father, we pray for your gracious blessing now in your guardianship. Each one here, as we reflect upon our own relationships, our marriages, and our families. We pray that this will be a very special time of commitment for each one of us. For the sake of Jesus, we pray.
Heidi, have you met Mrs. Reid? She's not the little girl you used to know. Actually, she still is the little girl you used to know.
When I was saying to Heidi, if we realized that all those years ago, as we were sitting drinking ouzo, that this many years later, this is what we'd be doing.
No kidding. I know.
You're going to miss the albums for that time to look at them.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
But you guys have to come with us.
You know what? We would love to. Haven't seen that new house that you guys moved into.
Kind of like by the
Yeah. Love to.
Okay, it'll be about 5 minutes or so.
Are you gonna get a drink?
Yeah,
Marcey, go get one.
Mark's just getting some Marcey. Hair looks good.
Thank you. Thanks. Started crying. Right before she left there, I just burst into tears. And I'm like,
It's hard not to.
oh.
You know, after that, having that found a moment
I'm just going to talk
I know, I'm thinking ours is too noisy, isn't it? But boy, that was nice having it overhead rather than going at the side. Is there any way to...
Yeah, get a new one.
Well, you're doing it to me for money?
And then I thought, I'm sure I used to have a sister-in-law that never lived through here. Gee, we used to cry at the hospital. The hospital's on the
Drive around for an hour.
Later, can I go down to the dock and look at some of the
Take girls with you. Take the girls with you. I don't want you to go by yourself. I don't want you to. Hey,
How are you?
I'm good.
Congratulations, Warren, Marcy. All the best to you guys. Beautiful day. Marcy, too bad you're a little bit late.
Yes.
But we hung in there getting hot.
I'm doing a collage of people's
Get the
conversations and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Follow Warren and all his comments.
a little blur of everybody's conversations.
So Heidi, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Did you cry?
A little bit when she was walking out, I burst into tears. I was like,
Well, you look very pretty.
Lillian, we're back.
and she did. She looked fabulous. Didn't she? Oh my God.
All the ladies look.
So I became what's called a market specialist. Now I just do imbalances in stock market
Yeah.
imbalances.
Yeah.
I just buy and sell a lot of stock.
Hey, who are you?
Good, how are you?
Who are you?
Oh, who am I? I'm Jamie.
Hi.
I'm a friend of Warren's, Leon and I, and now a friend of Marcy's.
Wonderful.
Very happy to be here.
Great.
You're filming this for them?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Are you from this area?
Not originally, but have been for ever since I've known Warren.
Excellent.
So, he was my surrogate boyfriend, so now he's no longer, and I'm very sad about that.
We're still
So,
your friend.
of course.
Yeah.
Surrogate boyfriend meaning like
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
I was going to ask who you are, but you're
Heidi. I'm Marcy's friend. I'm like, when she was 22, and we've known each other since, yeah. We met overseas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In Cayman or in Greece?
Yeah, we both lived there. Yeah, what, years ago when we were like,
Here now?
no, we came in from Fort Lauderdale yesterday.
Oh my God! You and we.
My son.
Oh, okay. Isn't the one with the spiky hair?
Yeah.
Everyone goes, oh, look at that, his hair. He's got a 6-year-old who always has spiky hair on his head.
Really?
Oh, it's good that you could come up. Have you ever been here?
What's your point?
Oh my God.
This is good.
Oh, really?
Back in 1990.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love it up here. I'm from Vancouver. Victoria. I love it up here. Okay, don't tell me anymore.
I'm in. Yeah, any minute, you know. If it's the Marcy, I'm in. If it's Marcy, I'm in. You know, all that. Give me the number. Give me the number. Pardon me? What? We're going down to the mat. Down to the mat. No. I'm gonna have shoulder pads and knee pads on. Gotta go for the bouquet. Tracy? There ain't no bouquet. Just so you know. I already paid big bucks for it. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Hello. How are you? Who are you? What's your name?
Pardon me?
What's your name?
Kevin.
And you're with?
I'm with
Who?
who is Marcey's friend who introduced Marcey to Warren.
Okay.
Tell you that.
I'm doing my rounds. Doing my rounds around the room. I know it's obnoxious, but just I'll put it down in a minute.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. Just talk.
So have you met my beautiful daughters?
Yeah. In the room.
We're really good.
Looks like you're gonna do something with those lighters.
He's a pyromaniac.
Or, you know, I've already felt Give me something for this.
Much better side.
She's got us on tape planning on getting drinks.
I gotta do a little film of you and your hug.
Oh.
In the light, in the light.
This was the most beautiful wedding I've ever been to. They're so in love. Just a beautiful day. It's so nice to have all the friends here. And you
You look great. This lighting.
What about you? Did Bruce take any of
I was taking some pictures of myself. I was taking pictures of myself. Hello.
Hi. Here. Let Bruce. Bruce, do you want it? Is it on?
I know what's left of my eye makeup. Can you do? There I am.
Video.
Are you gonna do that?
How about you and Don?
Yeah. Just a little film and then we'll stop.
No, where's the roll button? Where's the roll button? Or is it?
No,
Oh, it
it's
is recording. Wow. I hope this viewfinder is.
It does not have a wide angle.
No, I'm just saying it's. Have you got this on manual iris?
Yes.
Because you're burning the faces right off. How do you drop the iris down?
I don't know.
Okay, hang on here. It wouldn't adjust.
It wasn't adjusting?
No, it was just burning right off. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to do? Let's move away from the daylight here because it's. Yeah, that's better.
Congratulations, Marcey. It was a wonderful ceremony. I'm very happy to.
Any words? There's a girl over there that's giving you the wink, you know. You see her? Sophie.
Well, this afternoon. We're just going to have a few toasts to the various people in the wedding party. But before we do that, I wonder if we can have people from out of town identify themselves, put your hand up, and if we can...
What's out of town?
Yes, you're out of town.
I'll be like Donahue here, except
The
it's a very
important.
short. I know Steve Dorsey. Live from Seattle. We're going to hear from Steve in a minute or two. And who else is from out of town? I wish I could come over.
Vancouver.
Vancouver. What's your name?
Lillian.
Lillian.
And who's the good-looking guy you brought?
Lou from Vancouver. Lillian and Lou from Vancouver.
Yeah.
I'm from Vancouver too. Sir?
Leon and Jamie from East Kelowna.
And gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There we go.
Mark.
Beautiful downtown Harrison Hot Springs.
Harrison Hot Springs. Mark. For those of you who don't know, Mark and Warren came up both from Orangeville, Ontario.
Warren from Orangeville.
Warren's from Orangeville. You're from somewhere else. Ottawa. No, nothing good comes from Ottawa except Mark.
Apparently not. Warren still has those snowshoes by the way.
Who else is from out of town? Yeah.
Heidi and Dante from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Heidi and Dante from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Is it just as warm here as it is there?
I bet it's nice to get weather for a change. Anybody else from out of town? Yes. Yes. Tracy and Spike from Vernon. And I think
Over here, Terry.
What?
Don't I know you're at a wedding?
Where? Aaron from Vancouver.
And Keith from Vancouver, and Nikki Winter out in Brown just had to go get a flight. She's from Vancouver.
Oh. Great. Anybody else? Okay, well, we're awfully glad that you could all make it. There's a couple of people couldn't make it, and so if I may, I'll just read what's used to be called a telegram. I don't know what you call it.
Email.
Email. Well, there's an email and a fax. First one says, congratulations on your wedding, Warren and Marcey. We wish we could be there with you on your special day. Wishing you love, luck, and much happiness today and always. We'll see you this summer. A toast to love, laughter, and happily ever after. From Renee, Julie, and Solange Saucier. And another one, dear Warren and Marcey, I'm thinking of you both on your wedding day and sending my heartfelt congratulations. Warren, when I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, it was easy to tell from your voice what a happy guy you are. I've known you for what must be getting close to 30 years. Gee, is that possible? So I think I'm qualified to say that you're also a very special guy, and from everything I hear about Marcey, she's a very special woman.
Yeah.
I'm just delighted for you both. Look forward to meeting Marcey next time I'm in Kelowna. With love and best wishes for this happy day and all the many more to come. Sally Allen, Victoria. Sally worked in the creative department at CHBC years ago for many years with Warren and Mark and Sandy and all of them. So it's a real family gathering here tonight. And I would also like to remark, if I may, on a beautiful flower arrangement. I think the flowers here tonight today are the best I've ever seen, and what makes them most significant to me is that I was able to witness people putting them together for as long as I was able to stay awake, which wasn't much past midnight. But Sandy and Marcey put these together last night for you. Sandy, you stand up and take them off. Warren got the women's. And Bruce placed someone.
Oh my God. Wow.
And Bruce was out cooking hot dogs on the barbecue at midnight to keep everybody going. So the next part of the program is to offer our congratulations, our toast, our prayers really, for the bride and the groom and other people in the party. And so to start that off, I'd like to introduce once again Steve Dorsey from Seattle. And Steve
Live from Seattle. I don't know what to do.
Wait, Steve, Marcey.
First of all, I'm having a great time. I'm glad I made it up. Of course, I wouldn't have missed it, no matter where Marcey got married. Russia, Italy, Brazil, I'd be there. And Marcey gave me a call a couple weeks ago to ask me, actually, it's before that. I got an email from Marcey. This is pretty funny. Yeah, how's it going in Seattle? How's the job? And you're traveling, blah, blah, blah. And love Marcey. Talk to you soon. P.S. Are you in love yet? And I'm thinking, I don't know one woman that asks you if you're in love unless they are. So I emailed her back and I said, okay, what's going on? So I got the scoop from her, and then we talked a little bit more, and she said, really like you to be, to do the toast to the bride. And I thought, well, I was really honored, and then I started writing. So Marcey and I go way back, as many friends of Warren's go way back to Orangeville. But I met Marcey in 1987, and she was actually a friend of my brother's, Chris, who's actually in Warsaw, Poland with his wife and child. And Marcey, I don't have to tell you that my brother's heart's with you today. Good, I thought so. And you know he'd be here if he could, and so he sent me. My brother calls me from Kamloops and says, you gotta come in for, this big party and Sunfest, and you gotta come and enjoy this thing. I said, hey, I'm up for a party, so I fly in, and the party starts when I land. And he says, we go down to the waterfront, and it's like, I think, 7,500 people down there. And, you know, bikinis everywhere. You know, I'm 21 years old. This is like heaven, right? Then he goes, you gotta meet my friend Marcey. So we make ourselves to the crowd, and I get up, and there's this woman in front of me, and so I stumbled a little bit and took control of myself, and I went, wow, this is a very beautiful lady. But once I composed myself, then I got to know Marcey for the first time. She introduced me to all her friends. She took me around. There's nothing better than being taken around by the most beautiful girl at a party, because then you're going to meet all the other beautiful girls, of course. But Marcey was so kind. She took time. You know, she was kind of the belle of the party, doing the bikini contest. I don't know what she was doing, but she was there. And she took me around. She introduced me to everybody. She'd come check back on me during the day. Are you having fun? There's a party going on here. And that's really how I got to know Marcey. She was not only beautiful on the outside, but she was just a kind, beautiful person. And I never forgot that. And throughout the years, Marcey and I have, you know, kind of met each other all over the place. It's very strange. You know, and she even, you know, I've been able to watch her with her friends. I got to meet a lot of her friends. She got to meet some of my friends. And through the friendship of Marcey, my brother, and myself, she became a big part of our family, attending weddings, and, you know, and she's like a big sister to us. And all our friends got to meet Marcey, and, you know, I'm sure you guys have all heard her before. Everybody says, you know, that Marcey, she's so nice. She's such a beautiful person. She's just, you know, can you invite her, you know, what's wrong with you? You know?
You just can't find anything wrong, right?
Exactly, right? But, you know, also, there's some things about Marcey that I've always, you know, really admired, you know. She worked in the corporate world, and when she was there, she tried to be the best at what she did. She was recognized by her peers, her friends, for being a quality person who, you know, just tried to do her best and really pushed herself to become a better person. You know, adventurous, you know, Marcey, where is she now, you know? She just packed up and go, I think I'm going to go to the Cayman Islands now for a couple of years. Oh, maybe I'll take up photography and, you know, get one of my pictures into a magazine or a book. All right, you know. And even through the downtimes, you know, the whole leaky condo thing, I lived through Marcey, you know. And even through those tough times, Marcey kept at it. She had a plan. She, you know, she understood that it was going to be a tough time. She had friends. She persevered. And I remember when I came here last summer, the first thing we did was have a drink, because she had this check, right? Which was the check that was the closure of this long, horrible story of her condo that she persevered and won and beat it, you know? And that says a lot about Marcey. Marcey. She just goes for things, and she does it with class. She does it with warmth. She does it with kindness. And that's kind of the person I've gotten to know over the years, you know. And we went to my brother's wedding in Italy a few years ago, and Marcey tagged along with, you know, thank God she was there because my girlfriend at the time was kind of crazy. So at least I had Marcey. You know, it's like, I was thinking, wow, it's like I should have just brought Marcey. You know? The best pictures are with Marcey. But you know, I just love the way that her outlook on the world is kind of like she flew to Rome by herself and got there, and just really someone that you know, grabs the world and makes it her own. And throughout the years, of course, you know, she's had a longing in her heart to meet that right person, you know, to be loved by and to share her love with someone else. And it's unbelievable that I can't believe that it actually took those years, but it took those years because she had to find the right person, you know, and she did. So there is no rules, there's no time. It's when you find the right person, that's when it's the right time. And you know, I talked to Warren on the phone 2 nights ago, and I met him this morning. But I already know what I need to know about him. Marcey picked him, right? And I think she's one of the best people I've ever met in the world. So, Warren, congratulations to you. I want to toast my friend Marcey, our friend, and your wife, to Marcey.
Marcey. You go right ahead, girl. Marcey. Oh, you're supposed to get up. To Marcey. Cheers, Morris. Now? Can I have a refill? To Marcey. Give her a gift, Warren.
I agree with everything you said.
Oh, you have to. You're married now.
A few years ago, I went off to Alberta, and when I went to Alberta, I left a lot of good friends behind. And Warren, of course, was one of them. We stayed in touch. We talked back and forth, shaking like a leaf. We talked back and forth, and it was great. But amongst the things I did, I was in broadcasting for a while and writing for a while and so on. But I also went cowboying for a few years. It had been a dream of mine, and so I actually, you know, got hired onto a ranch and went off. I've been dealing with horses for years anyway. But anyway, one of the things I learned out there, you know, when we talk about the old cowboy ways, is that one of the greatest attributes of the people of the land, the real people, is honesty and integrity and honor. And those are the things that I have always admired and loved in one. And it reminds me of a story. I won't tell you the whole story, but I thought about it so often, you know. There's a very famous story about a guy, an old cowboy named Bill, and Bill had been a Texas Ranger. And he was talking to his great-grandson and telling him about his adventures because he had the old Ranger star and was showing him his mementos and that sort of thing. And he'd gotten a special citation because he and a bunch of Rangers were riding along the Texas Panhandle, and 30 banditos came out of nowhere, chased them down, and started shooting at them. And one of the guys got shot and fell off his horse. And Bill pulled up on his reins, and in a hail of bullets, and facing what could have been certain death, he turned around and went back and picked up his friend, and they made it together. For those of you that know Warren, that's Warren. That's what friendship means to Warren. And I can testify to that because a few years ago, I got shot out of the saddle, and Warren came back. The other thing, I was so touched today, I was crying like I'm sure all of you were. And, you know, one of the word that stuck in my mind the most, I mean, love, of course, was certain. But the other word was joy. And, you know, we spoke about joy. Joy was in the vows, in the promises. And the reason that stuck out in my mind so much is that I remember the words of a philosopher who said that mankind was not created for pleasure. Mankind was created for joy. And until you understand the difference, you have not begun to live. For those of us who know joy, we recognize it here. For those of us who are in pursuit of joy, look here. So, I don't know what else to say except I love you, my good friend. And I just am so happy for you. I'm so happy to see the joy in your face. And Marcey, the joy in yours. So I toast the queen.
Toast that. To the smiley guy.
With tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
Oxymoron.
Let down.
Who's starting conga line or something, I don't know. Okay, the next speaker and person to offer a toast is Nathan Reid. Would you like to come forward?
Nathan, your tie's too long.
Perfect.
Where's the wakeboard?
I'm just so impressed.
You too. I don't know where to start. I'm so happy for you, Dad, and for you, Marcey. Both of you. It's awesome. It's really good. This is unexpected. I didn't know I was going to have to come up here, but.
Reality video. Just don't go on for 20 minutes or something.
Can we show a wakeboard video of you or a snowboard?
Thank you, Robbie, for doing my tie-up all night.
Yeah.
But no, both of you, Dad, it's not only a good friend to everyone, you're a great dad, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You mean everything. And thank you so much. Thank you. And you, Marcey, you're very lucky. My dad's
Yeah.
Keep going, it's another
I'll say something nice about $20.
So, to Warren again, to the couple?
To the couple.
Oh, well, you know, this is not.
Ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting. Ting, ting.
Okay, and we'd now like to invite Brenda up, please.
Give me two microphones.
Put my binoculars on. She's just a little shy, everybody.
How fabulous is this day? As they all know, I'm quite shy, introverted. I might need a Kleenex by the time this is all done.
Thank you for everybody who showed up today. You meant everything to Marcey. And to Warren. Not to say and to, no, it's to both of them. But I know Marcey, and as Stephen and I can contest to, her heart is large, her heart is full, and especially since meeting Warren. Thank you for enhancing her life. Thank you so much for taking care of her. And I don't mean that in a way that she can't take care of herself. I don't mean that at all. I mean that from an absolute point of love. I've made a couple of speeches as we've been going along the last 6 weeks. Fast wedding, everybody. And it's fabulous, by the way. Good job, Mars. But just to say thank you so very much, Warren. Thank you. From all of her friends and her family, everybody from Mum and Spike for coming, and Carmen and Phil, and of course Yvonne. We can rest.
We can
happily married. Marcy's married. Yeah. Doing absolutely phenomenal. And gentlemen, you said it in your speech, Marcey, an absolute gentleman. Warren, we knew, me and Jen, over a year ago, and it's perfect timing. It's a lovely world, and it makes absolutely everything possible when you see this.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's good. Everybody from Vancouver, it's good, isn't it? It's fabulous to see. So, and to Marcey, oh, honey. You gonna get me going now? No? Yeah, maybe. You know what, honey? There's several, I think. Marcey, I adore you. Right back at you. Adore you.
And what about Warren?
Just a moment, honey. Just hold on a second. Absolutely, I adore you. You're one. You are my heart and soul. It's amazing how we have traveled from place to place to place, a block away from here, a block away from here. Now I don't know if, we could say we've been farther apart because I've been some other place in the world and you've been in Grand Cayman. That was quite far. But now I don't know if you can be in Kettle Valley and I can be over at Quail. It's way too far. It's way too far for me. But everybody, just to kind of, because I could go on and on, as you can probably tell. This is, if I can say the A word.
Oh, yes you can.
Amazing. That's Marcy's word. We're not allowed to say it anymore. But you know what? This was so set in stone. We knew it, we adore it, we love it, and we will nurture it. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of it.
A toast then.
To the cup.
More champagne.
And for the new friends and family that have all adopted us whether you wanted it or not. Thanks, Cam. Hey, you're
Okay, here you go. Let her rest. Over here, over here, over here.
You're only married.
We said we were going to stick our fingers in the cake and we didn't want to do that the cake thing, so we said the cutting thing.
That's good.
It worked. Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Cut the cake.
Cut the cake and make a wish. They're going to cut the cake. They're going to cut the cake.
We have 3 different kinds of cake here.
You gotta cut the first slice.
We have carrot cake, chocolate cake, and lemon cake, and they're going to cut it up and we're going to eat it. We're going to eat the cake.
One cut. One cut.
Just a symbolic cut.
Symbolic cut.
Symbolic. Symbolic. Just make the tip in.
There you go.
Hey. That's
Lauren,
really
bring
good.
your head a little more forward.
Okay, zoom your head in a little bit more.
Nice.
Yeah. There's a jailhouse ready for you.
I like that.
Hey, one more time.
And again.
Hey, hold it, hold it.
Okay, I brushed my teeth. It's okay.
Carrot cake.
Oh, blame it.
Okay.
Too much fun.
So we need someone to cut this up first, because I don't
Where
want
are
to
those
touch
people?
it.
I'll cut it.
But you have to lift it off and everything, so we need someone.
Yeah, the top layer has to be.
Yeah.
He's over there.
Marcey. I want the people to eat it.
So it's a washed out picture. I'm sorry. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, yeah. And actually, the other individual, Mickey, a good friend of mine from Kamloops, was not able to be here. His 2 children were here earlier.
Mickey the Baker.
Mickey the Baker. And so his 2 kids are here. It's his birthday today. Unfortunately, the girl and the boy, yeah, his children. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here through his girlfriend's brother was in an accident, and he phoned last night and said, I'm sorry, I'm in New Westminster and I cannot be at your wedding, and I know it's in the important day, and I'm sorry I can't be there. And so it was an unfortunate situation. And then the other person is Andrea, and Andrea is going to be 18 on May 5th. So just wanted to say, why don't we all just sing happy birthday to her right now? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrea. Happy birthday to you.
Have fun.
Yeah. We're going to stick some candles up.
This seems to be a parking lot of choice.
Yeah.